YouTube, and welcome back to another single battle, another mono on mono. I love doing these battles so much. It's a mono grass versus mono steel, and it's kind of a scary sort of thing, actually. I know I've got a hidden power fire on Lilligant, but two of my Pokemon are poison types, and I kind of rely on the poison, the sludge bomb, and obviously it's going to be immune, and they're going to resist all my grass type moves as well, so it's pretty scary. But I'll just get straight into this battle, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, Inca, he's going to lead with his Bastiodon, I think, because that's the most probable lead. I'm going to lead out with Petal because I wanted to try and get some Quiver Dances up and just sweep with Hidden Power Fire, but that I don't really get a chance to. In comes Bastiodon. I know he's going to go for some Stealth Rocks, so I went straight up for a Quiver Dance to try and get this Quiver Dance up for free. So I get my speed up and everything. He goes for a Stealth Rock. I'm pretty sure this thing is Rock Steel, so I thought, oh, Rock, it's not going to be weak to Grass, but it's Ground that's weak to Grass, I think. Or maybe the Steel makes it just neutral. He's going to roll me out, and at this point I was just like, oh my god, it's going to be one of those really boring Stealth Rock Raw teams that just is just the most boring thing to fight against in the world. I'm just going for Giga Drain because obviously my Valpoon cannot physically do anything else to it apart from Sludge Bomb, and I'm like, oh, he's going to just roll me out anyway, so he is just going to get a Citrus Berry health back and just go for another Roar. This goes on for quite a while, just constant roars and roars and roars. It's a good job that the only Pokemon that I had that was sashed was Lilligant. In comes Rosenraid, and I'm just going to have to go for a Leaf Storm. I'm like, oh, it'll probably roll me out, so it doesn't matter about the drops. But it actually doesn't roll me out the one time that I want it to roll me out, so I was like, oh, fuck this shit. So it goes for a Metal Burst, which is going to do a huge amount of damage to me, because I think it does like double the damage or the exact same damage that you inflicted on it. So I'm just going to go for another Leaf Storm to try and take this thing out, but with the drops it's not going to, unfortunately. And he's going to take me out with the Stone Edge. I wasn't really that bothered about losing my Rosenraid because the only things it has is 2 resisted attacks and 1 immune attack, so I didn't really care about losing that Rosenraid at all. In comes Superior. I was just going to go for a Giga Drain just to finish it off. So that's the end of the Bastiodon, and that's the end of all the roaring and the stealth rocking and all that kind of boring kind of crap. So after I killed that thing, I was like, okay, this battle might get a bit more interesting now. In comes Klinklang, and I'm just like, definitely going to go for a Shift Gear. It's the only thing Klinklang can really do is Shift Gear and then Gear Grind. So I go for a Taunt, so it can't Shift Gear, so that's pretty good. And he's kind of forced to swap out then. I'm going to go for a Reflect as well to make sure that any physical damage is going to be nerfed by a lot. And he's going to go for a Gear Grind anyway, actually. I thought he was going to swap out. So he's going to go for a Gear Grind, which is not really going to do much to me at all because of the Reflex and stuff. So he's going to be forced to swap out there because he knows I'm kind of going to wall him and all that kind of stuff. So in comes a Scalavia? I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. I've never been sure how to pronounce that thing. I'm just going to go for Giga Drain because the YOLO swag. And I did absolutely nothing to it. I was like, wow, it did like less than 1 health. I don't even know. I'm going to go for a Taunt just in case it tries to Sword Stance and knock off, or Sword Stance Mega Horn and all that kind of stuff. He goes for an Iron Head, which I'm like, Iron Head and not Mega Horn? So I swap out and I'm just like, oh, if he's not going to Mega Horn me, then maybe he doesn't have it. So I swap into Valpoon, and in comes the Mega Horn, and I was like, damn. So I'm going to take some Stealth Rock damage in there. He's going to go for a Mega Horn, but it's still not super effective on me, I think. It's still neutral, and I'm pretty tanky as well, and it's going to take this Rocky Helmet damage. And I'm just going to go for a Moonlight to heal up that Mega Horn damage. This is kind of a difficult thing because he's going to resist my Giga Drain and be immune to my Sludge Bomb, but he can't touch me either, so we both just kind of stay in, and it becomes kind of long and not really stally, but just long and doesn't really get anywhere very fast. The only damage I can do to this Scalavia is the damage that it does to itself when it makes contact with me and does takes the Rocky Helmet damage. I was hoping for like an Effectable Sleep or something, so I could swap into maybe Lilligant and set up some Quiver Dances and stuff to sweep with Hidden Power Fire or something. But no, it just kind of end up walling each other for a while and not really getting anywhere fast. So he's going to keep going for Poison Jam, keep taking that Rocky Helmet damage. And when I get on a little bit too less of health, to the point where it gets kind of scary, I can just Moonlight, and then he's just going to continue to take damage. He's going to keep going for Poison Jab. I don't know why he doesn't go for Iron Head, because Iron Head would do a lot more to me. But maybe he doesn't want to miss. He's going to go for a... no, the Reflector's going to fade, and he's going to go for an Iron Head this turn, I think. Does it? Yeah, here he goes for an Iron Head, and it does like loads to me, loads more than any of his other moves. So maybe he was just not wanting to risk it missing or something, but he'd have been able to kill me a lot faster if he'd have gone for Iron Head. Anyway, in comes Magnezone, and I'm like, why would he swap Magnezone in? What does he have that he would hit me with? But he just goes for a Flash Cannon, and it almost takes me out, but I get a Moonlight off. Squishy will not be taken down. She will just not be. So I get my Moonlight and I get loads of health back, which is good. And he swaps out as well, which I kind of wasn't expecting. Goes back into Kling Clang. I'm not really sure. Does this thing get Flare Blitz? I don't know. I know it gets Wild Charge and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to swap out into my Superior again. I should have just gone straight for a Reflect instead of going for a Taunt, because he predicted my kind of, taunt from last time and just went straight for a Gear Grind, which is going to take me out now because I don't have my screen's up and it hits twice. So that's the end of my Superior. It would have been a lot better for me to set up a Reflect, like I said, because that Reflect would have lasted 8 turns. But, oh well, you win some and you lose some, don't you? So I'm going to swap into my Lilligant again, and I was kind of wanting to go for a Sleep Powder, but I was like, I don't know. Do I, don't I? I probably should have just gone for Equivalence at this point. But in comes Bronzong, and I go for a Hidden Power Fire on it straight away. I wasn't sure if it was a Heatproof one or not, but it seems to be a Levitate one instead. And I'm just going to keep going for some Hidden Powers, because it's kind of all I can do. It's on like the tiniest bit of health now, and he's going to go for Rain Dance. So I think he's figured out at this point that my Hidden Power is Fire, or he's got Rain Dance for something else. I don't really use Bronzong, so I have no idea. I'm going to go for a Sleep Powder, which is going to land for once. Like, a lot of my Sleep Powders don't actually land, and it's going to give me the chance to set up so I can counteract the 50% loss of damage to my Hidden Power Fire. So I'm just going to go for Equivalence, and hopefully I can get my Sash back if I go for Giga Drain as well. So my special defense is getting boosted as well as my speed and my special attack. So Equivalence is a pretty powerful move. I'd say it's probably one of the most OP ones apart from Shell Smash, maybe. So I'm going to get my speed and my special defense and my special attack up even more. And Bronzong is just going to stay nice and asleep. I didn't want to get cocky and go for 3, so I just tried to finish this thing off with a Giga Drain, and it does kill it, and I get my Focus Sash back as well. So that was pretty good. So even with the Stealth Rocks trying to break all my Sashes, I only had one Pokemon with Sash, which was this one, and I was able to get my Sash back as well. So that worked out really well. I'm just going to keep going for Giga Drain because I know Hidden Power Fire probably won't do much in the rain, and it's not stab anyway. He's going to go for a Gear Grind, which is probably going to do a decent amount to me because it's a physical attack and not special. And that's going to hit me twice, and I'm just going to go for Giga Drain to finish this thing off because I knew it would after the other one did enough to it as well. Worst case scenario, it could have lived on like the tiniest bit of health, but I'm not really sure because you get like min-max damage and all that kind of stuff. So he's going to swap into his Magnezone again. I'm probably going to go for the Flash Cannon or something. I'm just going to go for another Giga Drain. I'm trying to wait for this rain to finish so I can start using Hidden Power Fire. And I'm just trying to get my health back so I don't have so I can get my Sash back. He's going to go for a Signal Beam, which is like, that's why he swapped in, which is going to do quite a big amount to me, even with my 2 special defense boosts. I'm going to go for a Hidden Power Fire, which is going to easily take that out now. So it's the end of the Magnezone, and I don't really have to worry about that thing anymore. In comes Empoleon, which obviously I think it loses this. Yeah, Giga Drain is neutral on it actually, I think, and Fire obviously wasn't going to be good on it either, so I couldn't hit Power Fire, so I just went for Giga Drain. It's going to go for an Ice Beam on me, which does a pretty huge amount considering I am. No, it's Life Orb as well. I was going to say, considering I have my defense boosts. I'm going to go for another Giga Drain and take out the Empoleon, and I think that is the last Pokemon of his. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that is the last Pokemon of his, and I hope you guys enjoyed this match as much as I enjoyed playing it, and if you want to see more of me and more of my videos, then please subscribe, and I'll see you guys around. Goodbye.